Hey mamas, it's been a while, but I am back and I'm trying to get some stuff out and some videos out more often. But today's video is about newborn must-haves. I have 10 newborn must-haves that I want to share with you guys. So here it goes. And while you're here, please subscribe, like, share. So 10 newborn must-haves in my opinion. These are things that have made my life easier the first time around and the second time around, okay? No particular order. Number one, a tracking app. There's a couple of tracking apps on, well, I have an iPhone, so I'm assuming it's on iPhone, Android, whatever you use, Google. So there's a couple of tracking apps tracking baby, when the baby eats, when the baby sleeps, when the baby poops, how many pee-pee diapers. The good thing about the tracking app is if my daughter or son would cry, I would know kind of what that cry was about. Now, when you're a new mom, you don't know. The crying is crying. It's later on you start realizing like, okay, that's a wet diaper cry. That's a hunger cry. That's a tired cry. But in the beginning, they all sound alike. It also helps because I would go to the doctor appointments and they would then ask me as well, how many times a day is she eating? How many ounces is she eating? And so I can never remember because my memory is not that good. So I got the app. So I would say tracking app is a newborn must-have. Number two, another newborn must-have, burping cloths, bibs, receiving blankets. I'm going to group them all together. I use the receiving blankets for everything. I used to swaddle him until he started freeing himself out of that. Well, he hated the swaddle. So did Corey. But I use the blankets. I use the receiving blankets as burp cloths as well. I use them, and I really don't use them as blankets no more. I actually use them more for burp cloths. Bibs, though, I went through bibs like crazy with Corey. In a day, I could have easily went through 6 or 7 bibs. Also, I hate when the bibs are soaked. I hate when the bibs have like milk residue and I'm looking at it. Yeah, so I'm kind of OCD with that. So once the bib got dirty, it was a wrap on that bib. So I would go through a lot of bibs. Newborn must-have number 3. Onesies, one-piece pajamas. I'm going to group them together. Onesies, I went through them a lot as well. Poop accidents, pee-pee accidents that kind of spilled out of the diaper. If there was too much spit up and the spit up would kind of fly. Well, I would use onesies. With Corey, we probably went through 2 or 3 onesies a day. With Kendrick, he probably keeps the same, or maybe two onesies a day. I prefer, this is just me, but I prefer a one-piece pajama. The pajamas with the 2 sets where it's like the pants and the top got like these 2 buttons on the side. I hate them. So the one piece with just the zipper, I prefer the zipper than the buttons. But the zipper, especially at night, it's just easier to unzip and zip back up. I have some, I think from Target, where the zipper comes from the bottom. That way, when you're changing the baby, you unzip from the bottom and you could stop the zipper midway, like at the stomach. Therefore, the only thing that's exposed is the baby's legs. Newborn must have limewo cat. Small washcloths. I use them for everything. So that, I would wipe him down with that. And it's really soft on him. I use it for everything though. Throughout the day, sometimes milk will get trapped under the baby's neck. And so I would wipe it off with that. His feet, you want to get in between depending on what he wore, socks or the pajamas. Check for the little toes, little fuzz balls in between the toes. Washcloths are good for that. Washcloths are also good if you don't want to use Q-tips to clean the baby's ear. The washcloths are good for that. I just feel like the washcloths, and they're cheap, they're affordable. So I think washcloth is definitely a must-have. Newborn must-have number 5. So the boppie with, not the boppie that you use for nursing. I had that with Corey and I didn't nurse. So I would use it and I would prop her up on it. But I remember thinking like, oh, I want the boppie that is actually filled in the center. And it's called a boppie lounger. It is the best. I put him in there. He can catch a quick sleep, although it says not to. But as long as you are watching the baby and you yourself are not falling asleep. But he lounges in there. We play. I'm in the living room. I grab it, put it in the living room. If I go to the room, grab it, put it in the room. You can take it everywhere with you. So it's the Boppie Lounger. Newborn must have number 6. Rocker, swinger, rockaroo, dockaroo, mama, for mom, rockaroo. I don't have that. I have just a regular cradle swing. It is the best. I had it with Corey, and so it got passed down to Kendrick. He lounges in there as well all day. It's comfortable. It moves. It sings. It has a little vibrate. He hates that. Corey hated that too. But movement, of course, you know, they say the rocking makes them feel like they're still in the belly, or you're rocking them so they think they're being rocked, but really it's the cradle swing. It is the best. You can put them in there. You could buckle them up, and you could go to the kitchen. You could make some dinner. You could cook, you could clean, but as long as you're watching, please always supervise the baby. Newborn must have number 7, Vaseline. So I know that a lot of people use, or I don't know if it's back into the day. I don't want to make some people feel old, but I'm up there in age, okay? That the ointments were what I guess doctors told people to use on the baby. But now, at least the 2 pediatricians we've had told us that Vaseline is fine. He has a little slight eczema. The doctor said the Vaseline was good for that, so I put the Vaseline on that. If you do want to use Cetaphil or what else is there? Aveeno. I use Baby Dove. Whatever you want to use. If you want to use that, the Vaseline is good to put on top of it to lock in moisture. So I use the Vaseline for butt area, for the diaper area where the diaper kind of cuts them on the thighs and the legs and the belly. And I also just use it to lock in moisture. Vaseline. Affordable. Everybody got them. It's in everybody's household. One must have number 8. Baby carrier. So with Corey, she hated the baby carrier. I'm not sure why, but Kendrick loves it. He loves being carried. Corey loves being carried too, just not in the baby carrier. She was real fussy. But every baby is different, like I said. So it is a must-have for me. May not be a must-have for you, depending on if your baby likes it. But if your baby likes it, you'll love it. Because you could just, your hands free, you know what I mean? And I would carry him and I would shop. So I'd go to TJ Maxx, I would go here, I would go there. It was just easier to put him in the carrier that way. Also because he didn't have his shots yet. And you know how people be all up in your like baby's face, like, ooh, cute. Ooh, let me see the baby's face, you know? And I didn't want none of that. So I think if you hold the baby closer to you, like closer to your face and your neck, no one's going to be like, ooh, let me see the baby. No one's going to do that. I hope not. Because that's just like personal space. Newborn must have number 9. Foam mats. So we've seen them everywhere. They're at preschools and daycares, and they should be in your home too. So they are super affordable. They're everywhere. They're Walmart, Target, Aldi's, you name it, it's there. So it's the foam mats, the one with the letters, the one with the alphabets. So it's important to put the baby down on the floor because they can strengthen their neck muscles. They can learn how to roll. They can learn how to sit. It's just important to keep them on the, not necessarily on the floor, but just not always being held or not always in some kind of carrier. So I have a whole mat area in my living room where it's like, I bought the bigger mats, the foam mats, and I put them all the puzzle pieces together. And then I bought another mat on top of it from Amazon. And then I bought that little cage in area. That way, but this was for Corey. So as Corey got older and she was entering into like the crawling phase and the standing phase, I think that the bigger mats are helpful for that. And especially if you have tile and you don't have carpet, because we don't have carpet, we have tile. And newborn must have number 10. Number 10, self-care. Yeah, you can't buy that. You can't. You just can't. I learned that after having a little bit of postpartum depression, self-diagnosed, After having that with Corey, I learned that with Kendrick, I had to take care of myself. And it was very, very important to do it early. So, and I get it. When it's your first kid, it's a little different. You always want to be the one to hold them, hug them, put them to bed, have them all day. With Kendrick, I was like, look, Mom. So self-care, however you self-care, however, there's no map for it. There's no handbook for it. I think that a lot of times we get lost in social media telling us about self-care. And I've seen some memes and some posts that'll have like ideas of self-care, like getting a massage, doing yoga, going to the gym. And sometimes that doesn't fit for everybody. You have to find your fit. I go to the gym, but I don't think my gym is my self-care. That, like, I don't feel like it, because I went to the gym. I worked out more with Corey than I did now with Kendrick, and I still was depressed. You know what I mean? Yoga, that doesn't work for everybody. I love yoga. Does not work for everybody. Getting a massage, maybe you don't have the money for it. For me, I love mindless TV. I love binge watching on things that I really, really enjoy. Right now, I'm binge watching Wu-Tang Clan's American Saga on Hulu. And I love reality TV. Like, I love me some Housewives, all of them. Not all. I don't watch Dallas. Yeah, no. But I don't know. I love, like, I love TV. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love being home in my bed watching the TV. So for me, I would tell my husband, hey, take the kids, take them to the park, do whatever you got to do, or I would drop the kids off at my mom's and my dad's. Whoever needs to take these kids and give me a break, take them. And all I want to do is just lay on a bed and watch TV. As a matter of fact, I'm at the hotel right now. I check out tomorrow. I'm kidless. Husband's not here. Guess what? I'm about to go finish watching Wu-Tang. Once again, these are my newborn must-haves. It may or may not work for you. It may or may not work for your baby, but these are 10 things that I think were super, super, super beneficial for my newborn and for myself as a mom. So thank you guys for watching. You could be anywhere. You could be doing anything. You could be watching anything and anybody. But you chose to click on this video and watch me talk. Thank you.